Good morning, class. So, today we will be starting with a new topic, that is article writing. Article we have seen in newspapers, in magazines. So, a brief idea we are having that what article format is like or what we have to write in that. So, basically, article is what? It is an expression of one's thought on an issue or a subject. For example, if I talk about that water pollution. So, water pollution, it's a concerning thing, right, in our society. So, that is like what you will be writing, or what's your thought on that particular topic, that is water pollution. It is your expression or it is your viewpoint. It is a piece of non-fiction prose. Non-fiction. Fiction is totally imagination. It is opposite of imagination. That is non-fiction. It is dealing with the current topics. It needs creativity, good vocabulary, good knowledge of the subject, and skill to organize ideas. So basically, article writing, it requires creativity. You should having the imaginative power, good vocabulary. You should be having good knowledge of that particular subject. And sometimes in the questions we are giving you the hints, so that you can get that what we are asking or what you have to write on that topic. But you must be having the organizational skills so that you can organize those hints while writing down the article. So basically, in short, article is a non-fiction prose. That is the It is not imaginative, it is totally on the current scenario what you are facing. You have to write it down. What are the main features which you have to keep in mind? Language should be objective and to the point. So like it should be to the point. You should not like cram about the things and ghuma fira ke. You don't have to write anything. It should be crisp. A heading and a byline must be provided appropriate to the subject. So appropriate heading should be there related to the content or the question being asked. It should consist of three parts. So basically, that is the body of the article. An introduction should be there. The next is the informative paragraph where you are giving us the information. And the last is the conclusion. Last point is maintain the word limit of the article, that is 100 to 150 words. This is, you should not exceed to these words, 100 to 150 words. Points to remember. What are the different points you have to keep in mind while writing the article? Give a title that catches the attention of the reader. So heading should be very catchy, eye catchy. Introduce new point at the beginning of in each paragraph that follows to strengthen your idea. So you are using three different paragraphs and new points at the beginning you should give, so that like even the readers, they are attracted towards what you have written. Repetition should be avoided. Sometimes we are not getting the points and we tend to repeat the same point in one way or the other, and this brings monotony. It is very boring to read. So please avoid the repetition of the content. The first paragraph states the observation, the other paragraphs get supporting data, followed by conclusion in the end. So what? The first paragraph, it is just your observation. For example, the dowry case is there. So in the first paragraph, you will be telling or describing about what dowry is all about. The other paragraph gives a supporting data that in our society it is still prevailing and had been prevailing in previous time. So supporting examples and data you will be giving, followed by an conclusion that we should end this thing, this dowry thing. That is only an example. So this is the format, class. We can see in the first line, it is the title, heading, evils of dowry system. What are the evils of this system? And in the next line is the byline, or who is writing this, that is Ritika Kapoor. So in the question, this is for ninth and for 10th as well, that the name will be specified in the question, so you will be writing that particular name only. So In the first, we can see is the introductory paragraph, that is the introduction. And what it is written: dowry, an Indian social system, refers to the gifts brought by the bride to the husband's family at her marriage. Initially a token of love offered to daughters, it gradually deteriorated into a social evil. So basically, this is the introduction that what dowry is. Middle paragraph is basically the informative paragraph, the information you are giving. The groom's family started looking upon marriage of their son as an opportunity to extract money and valuables from the girl's family. The plight of women reached a new low, with girls seen as burdens on their families. This gave birth to the menace of female infanticide. Many married women are constantly rebuked, tortured, and even killed by their in laws for not bringing enough dowry. The Anti Dowry Act 1971 has proved to be a legislation on paper only. So, this is what you are giving us, you are transferring the information. This is the informative paragraph. Last is the concluding paragraph, that is a conclusion. Dowry, a blot on the Indian society, must be removed from its roots. The role of youth is the most important in this respect. No amount of legislation can curb such evils from the society until a widespread social awareness is put into place. So, this is the conclusion that you are stating, that even though the Dowry Anti Dowry Act is being uh, launched in our Indian society, we can see that it was in the year 1971, but it is there on the paper itself. So what we have to change the society, and this can only be done when the people they are aware about this thing. So this is the conclusion you are giving. So I hope the format is clear to you, that what are the foremost thing you have to keep in mind, that is the title first, then the writer's name, who is writing this article, and generally it is mentioned in the question itself. Then three different paragraphs you have to use. First is the introductory paragraph, then is the informative or the middle paragraph, and last is the conclusion. Next is the marking scheme, that how we will be giving you marks. This is for both 9th and 10th again. Total marks, 8 marks article will be there. Heading, zero point 0.5 mark, and name of the writer, zero point 0.5 mark. So basically, heading, if you are writing the catchy title or the heading, then you will be getting the half mark. And if you have mentioned the name, that who is writing this article, then you will be getting half mark. So in total, 1 mark. Content, 4 marks. That is the three paragraph, different paragraphs you have used. That is the introduction, then your informative paragraph, and then the conclusion, and the content is relevant. You will be getting 4 marks. Then the expression, that is relevant ideas in style, relevant ideas as per the topic which is given in the question, then you will be getting 1.5 marks. And the next is grammatical accuracy and fluency, how fluent you have written and how accurate you have written, that is 1.5 marks. So I hope the marking scheme is clear to you. Next, I will be giving the assignment and one sample question to you. So please note it down in your register, and 2 assignment questions will be given. So you have to do it on your own. Thank you, class.